was on the kitchen floor, same old chair beside the door, coffee rising with the dawn, another day to carry on. I was moving through the motions, living life in careful lines, never noticing the wonder waiting just outside my eyes. Then the silence felt alive, like a whisper in the air, and for the first time in a long time I could feel that you were there. So I opened the window, let the light come pouring through. Every shadow in my heart was met by something true. I opened the window, and the world looked new again, like your mercy had been waiting for this moment to begin. And I finally saw you were closer than I knew. Nothing changed about the morning, the streets still move the same, but somehow every ordinary moment started calling out your name. In the laughter of a neighbor, in the sunlight through the trees, in the kindness of a stranger, I could feel your presence speak. Every breath became a blessing, every step became a prayer, and the walls I built around me started disappearing there. So I opened the window, let the light come pouring through. Every shadow in my heart was met by something true. I opened the window, and the world looked new again, like your mercy had been waiting for this moment to begin. And I finally saw you were closer than I knew. You were in the quiet places, you were in the waiting years, you were walking through the questions, you were standing through the fears. Every road that felt uncertain, every season I walked through, now I see your hand was leading every step that brought me here tonight. So I opened the window, and my heart began to breathe. All the weight I carried yesterday fell away and left with me. I opened the window, and your love came rushing in, like the start of something holy, like a brand new life within. And I'll keep the window open for the lights you always bring. Morning light upon the floor, you're here with me forevermore. The sun is rising over yesterday, painting hope across the mistakes I made. The sky is speaking in colors of grace, reminding me your love has never changed. I used to carry every burden like it all My heart is finally free. Every breath is a reminder, every heartbeat sings your name. What was heavy now feels lighter because your mercy came again. Morning mercy, falling like the rain, washing every worry, taking every chain. Morning mercy, shining with the dawn, telling me your faithfulness has been here all along. I don't have to earn it, I don't have to hide. Your love meets me every morning, standing by my side, standing by my side. The road ahead still has its questions, and I don't know every turn, but I've learned that in the waiting there is always more to learn. Every sunrise tells a story of a God who keeps his word, and every day I wake up I can trust what I have heard. When I look back on the journey, I can see your hand at work, turning ordinary moments into something full of worth. Morning mercy, falling like the rain, washing every worry, taking every chain. Morning mercy, shining with the dawn, telling me your faithfulness has been here all along. I don't have to earn it, I don't have to hide. Your love meets me every morning, standing by my side. New beginnings, new horizons, new reminders of your grace. Every morning, every season, I can see your smiling face. When the future feels uncertain and tomorrow isn't clear, I will trust the one who brought me in, has faithfully stayed near. Morning mercy, falling from above, filling every corner with the power of your love. Morning mercy, brighter than the sun. Every day I wake and find your grace has just begun. I don't have to fear tomorrow, I don't have to walk alone. Your mercy greets me every morning and leads my heart back home. Morning light, every day you make things right. Morning mercy, morning grace. Oh, I will seek your loving face. You know me by name. There were days I felt forgotten, like a face within the crowd, trying hard to find my purpose, searching for a voice above the sound, looking for a place to belong, wondering if anyone could see the story hidden underneath the person I was meant to be. Then I heard your gentle whisper breaking through the fear inside, and for the very first time I didn't feel the need to hide. You know me by name, the roads that shaped my journey, and every step that brought me here today. When I lose sight of who I am and doubt begins to cloud my view, your voice reminds me once again that my identity is found in you. And not because of what I've done, and not because of what I earned, but because your love has always been the place where I return. You know me by name, you call me your own. Before I took my first breath, before I walked alone, you know every dream, every scar, and every tear, and through every season, you've always been near. I am fully known and fully loved the same. You know me by name. When the world tells me I'm not enough, when the mirror shows my flaws, when the voices of comparison try to write my worth and loss, I will remember who I belong to. I will remember what is true. The God who formed the stars in heaven knows my heart completely too. You know me by name, you call me your child. Through every mountain, through every mile, you know my beginning, you know where I'll be, and still you choose to walk beside me. I am fully known, I am fully loved, held by grace and lifted above. You know me by name. In the quiet I can hear you calling me near. You know me by name. Oh, yeah, yeah. I used to stand beside the water, watching life move far away, afraid to leave the shore behind, afraid of where the current might take me. But your voice kept calling softly, beyond the places I had known. And every step I took in faith showed me I was never walking alone. The fear that held me yesterday is losing all its power now. Your love has become the river, and I'm learning how to follow the rivers of grace, flowing through every season, carrying me farther than I could go alone. Rivers of grace washing away every burden, leading me into the life you have shown. I will trust the current, I will trust your way. Your rivers of grace are carrying me today. There are still mountains in the distance, and questions waiting on the road. But now I know who walks beside me and carrying the load. Every valley has a purpose, every winding path a plan. And what once looked like uncertainty now rests safely in your hands. You keep turning hesitation into courage I can feel, and every promise you have spoken becomes more real. Following the rivers of grace, flowing through every season, carry me farther than I could go alone. Rivers of grace washing away every burden, leading me into the life you have shown. I will trust the currents, I will trust your way. Your rivers of grace are carrying me Where you lead, I will follow. Where you call, I will go. Even when I cannot see, the place is still unknown. Because your goodness has never failed me. Your mercy has always shown. The river keeps moving, and I know I'm not alone. I'm following the rivers of grace, stronger than every fear before me. Rivers of grace, opening doors I never imagined. You are leading, you are guiding, you are faithful every day. And wherever this river flows, I know your love will make a way. Rivers of grace, carry me home. Flowing onward, flowing free. Your grace is carrying me. You never left. You never left. There were nights I prayed in silence, wondering if heaven heard, waiting for an answer, searching for a single word. I watched the seasons changing, all my questions still remained. And sometimes in the darkness, I thought I'd called your name in vain. But now I see the footprints beside the ones I made, evidence of mercy through every step I walked in faith. You never left, even when I couldn't feel you, even when the road was hard. You never left, when the tears fell in the shadows, you were holding every scar. Looking back, I can see your hand was always through the kindness of the people surrounding me. You were there in every breakthrough, and every moment I survived. You were carrying the pieces when I barely held my life. The silence wasn't absence, the waiting wasn't loss. You were writing something beautiful on roads I couldn't cross. You never left, even when I couldn't feel you, even when the road was hard. You never left, when the tears fell in the shadows. You were holding every scar. Looking back, I can see your hand was always guiding me. You never left, you never left. Through every valley, through every storm, through every season, I thought I was alone. Through every heartbreak, through every fear, you were standing beside me, year after year. The story never changed, the truth remained the same. You were always there, calling my name. You never You never left. Now I see your fingerprints across every page of my life. Oh, you never left. You were working through the questions. You were shining through the night. Looking back, I believe you were closer than the air I breathe. You never left. Hey, you never left, and you never will. In the quiet, I can see you were always here with me. Stronger than fear. For too long I let the shadows tell me who I was supposed to be, listening to every doubt that tried to steal my peace from me. I believed the lies were louder than the promises you spoke, but your truth kept breaking through every chain that fear had wrapped around my soul. And now I see the battle clearly, and now I know where hope begins. The voice of fear is faded, and your victory is rushing in. I am stronger than fear, not because of who I am, but because of who you are, and the strength within your hands. When the storm is stronger than fear. Light in every room. Hey. I used to think that miracles were only found in distant places, but now I see them all around, in ordinary days and faces. A smile from a stranger, a helping hand when hope feels thin, little reminders all around me of the love you're living in. Every moment tells a story, every blessing leaves a clue. The more I look around me, the more I see you. You're the light in every room, the hope in every heart, the reason every morning feels like a brand new start. You're the song behind the music, the color in the sky. Every good thing points me back to you tonight. You're the light in every room. Hey, the light in every room. I can see you in the laughter around the family table. I can see you in the kindness that helps us when we're unable. I can see you in the small things that once I might have missed. Now every day feels brighter because of moments just like this. The world is full of evidence of mercy breaking through, and every road keeps leading my heart back to you. You're the light in every room, the hope in every heart, the reason every morning feels like a brand new start. You're the song behind the music, the color in the sky. Every good thing points me back to you tonight. You're the light in every room. In the sunshine, in the rain, in the joy and in the pain, every season, every day, your goodness lights the way. And now I know, wherever I go, I never walk alone. You're the light in every room, the hope in every heart, the reason every morning feels like a brand new start. You're the song behind the music, the color in the sky. Every blessing, every moment, every reason why I believe. Light in every room. Light in every room. Everywhere I turn, your love shines through. The garden blooms again. There were seasons that felt endless, fields of gray beneath the sky, Dreams were sleeping in the silence while the days kept passing by. I could not see roots growing beneath the frozen ground, but you were working in the darkness, preparing a life I hadn't found. Every hidden seed was waiting, every promise held its place, and all along your hands were moving with perfect timing and grace. Now the garden blooms again, colors rising from the earth, life appearing where I thought nothing beautiful could work. Every flower tells a story, every branch reaches the sun. The winter wasn't wasted, you were growing something all along. And now the garden blooms again. Looking back, I see the lessons only patience could reveal. How the waiting shaped my spirit, how your love began to heal. What once felt like empty soil now overflows with life, and every tear has helped to water the blessing standing by my side. The seasons all have purpose, the changing times have meaning too. Even when I couldn't see it, you were making all things new. Now the garden blooms again, colors rising from the earth, life appearing where I thought nothing beautiful could work. Every flower tells a story, every branch reaches the sun. The winter wasn't wasted, you were growing something all along. And now the garden blooms again. Spring arrives right on time, not a moment late. Every promise, every dream blooming through your grace. What looked broken, what seemed lost was never beyond your care. The signs of life were always there. Now the garden blooms again, brighter than it's ever been. Every season has a purpose, every ending can begin again. Every blossom lifts a witness to the faithfulness I've known. The winter wasn't wasted because you never left me there alone. Now the garden blooms again, and my heart blooms with it too. A new life rising, a morning sun. The work you started isn't done. The garden blooms again. I spent so many years trying to understand it all, looking for every answer, trying not to fall, measuring every step I took, wondering what was next. But somewhere in the searching, I forgot how simple faith can be. When you reminded me of a truth I used to know, the closer that I walk with you, the more my trust can grow. Give me faith like a child, eyes full of wonder, heart open wide. a child. I don't need to know every step ahead. I don't need to carry every fear instead. I just need to remember the one who's holding on. The God who never leaves me has been faithful all along. Give me faith like a child, running towards tomorrow without fear inside. Give me faith like a child, finding joy in every blessing, every reason why. When the road keeps turning and I cannot see the end, I'll trust the hands that guide me again and again. Give me faith like a child. Simple faith, simple grace, walking with you day by day. Faith like a child. Home in your love. I've walked through valleys, I've stood on mountains, I've watched the seasons come and go. I've seen your mercy in every chapter, more than I could ever know. And every road that brought me here, every prayer and every tear was leading me closer to your heart. Now I can see what you've been showing me from the very start. I am home in your love, safe within your arms, no longer searching, no longer wandering, no longer lost. I am home in your love, held by endless grace. Through every season, through every change, you've always been my place, my home in your love. The questions haven't all been answered, the future's still unfolding day by day. But I have learned I don't need every answer when I know the one who leads the way. Your faithfulness has been my shelter, your kindness has been my guide, and now I rest within the promise peace I've been seeking, the joy I've been needing, the hope I've been holding, the grace that surrounds. I am whole. I am home in your love, home in your love, home in your grace, home in your presence, my resting place, home in your love forevermore. Home. Home.